Ha! That's funny. I think I'm live. What is happening? All right. Hello, hello. Welcome to Whatcha Paintin Wednesday. Let's adjust the camera. I did a live video last night in Patreon, and oh god, I lost my train of thought. I was doing. What was I gonna say? Oh, I know. There were deer playing outside, like just across the pond, and so I was trying to take the camera and show them the deer, and anyways, it was a hot mess. I promise I won't do that to you all because I'm sure that was not fun for them. And then it was so bright outside that like my phone was adjusting to the light in the room, which was kind of dark, and then when I turned the camera around, it was adjusting. It didn't readjust to the outdoors, so everything out there was bleached out, so they really couldn't see like maybe just the silhouette of the deers. Anyway, we have two fawns hanging out in the yard and with their mamas, and there were like 4 grown deer and 2 baby deer, just little fawns. And the little fawns are they're just like little kids. They're running around and playing with each other, and it's so cute. Anyway, Whatcha Paintin Wednesday. Welcome. I am working on my fabric line still. Yeah. You know, I have these great plans, and very rarely do they pan out the way I have them planned. I should just not make plans and just, I don't follow them anyway. What's the point, right? But slowly but surely, things are getting done. I kind of flip-flopped and did a bunch of designing instead, because I have some things I have to get out to be stitched because I have new releases, you know, that I have to work way in advance on. I'm already working for things. I'm working on things for the market in March. Yeah, isn't that crazy? So, anyways, welcome. I plan on hopefully getting this guy done today. This right here. I put 2 on a page because I wanted to keep all the artwork in the same painting pad, watercolor pad, and in order to do that, I have to double up the smaller ones on one page. So I wasn't planning on painting this today. I was going to paint like one larger one on its own page, but I started stitching this morning, and I told myself, oh, you know, an hour. You can stitch an hour. You got time for an hour. Well, it turned into like 2.5 hours because I'm looking for my brushes as I'm talking. I'm talking more than I'm looking. Oh, so anyway, I found them. I ended up stitching longer than I thought I would because tomorrow in my Patreon group, the tier 4 members, we're doing a mystery stitch along, and tomorrow the next part drops, and I haven't finished up the part 3, so I was really working on stitching the house and trying to get the house done. And then I made mistakes, and then I had to frog and fudge. Gosh, seriously. It's just a house. It's just rows. You think I could do it. Hey, Tammy. Hello, hello. Yeah, I tend to get more people on when I do, like when I schedule it ahead of time and have that thing on YouTube that has my logo, and then it says Whatcha Paintin Wednesday, and it has the time, and people can set a reminder and all that. I get a better result if I do that, but I forget to do that. Like, I don't know. My brain can only hold so much. Some things have to go, and that's one thing that always goes. My water is disgusting. It's left over from last week, so I'm going to go clean that, get some fresh water. Did the sampler arrive yet, Tammy? If you don't have it today, I would think by tomorrow, definitely you should have it. Today's a beautiful sunny day, warm, supposed to get like to, what did I just looked at it, like right now it's like 68, supposed to get to, I think it said 71. Gorgeous. This is my kind of summer. I'm happy with the 70s. We get the grandkids tomorrow, but it's supposed to have thunderstorms in the afternoon, so we might not be able to play outside tomorrow. Isn't this hilarious? I love this. I love this drawing because I always thought when I was a kid, how is Santa gonna fit down the chimney with that big sack of toys? It's just like seems impossible. And then I always wondered because, oops, that's more purple. I don't want that. We didn't have a fireplace where I grew up, so I always wondered, well, if he goes down our chimney, he's going to go into the furnace. Like all these things would come to mind, Your mail doesn't run till 4. I'll let you know when I get home. Okay, cool. Hi, Kathy. Welcome. Your first time watching. Thank you for saying hi. Thank you for being here. So anyway, that's why this cracks me up because, this is how I picture Santa trying to get down the chimneys when I was a kid. I'll never forget when Ryan got to the age where he was asking questions. Kyle didn't really ask questions about it. He probably already had it all figured out. But Ryan, I'll never forget when he started asking questions. And we had actually went and saw, what is that movie with Tim Allen, The Santa Claus? And it was one of those, not the first one, but I don't know how many there were. Anyway, on the way home, he starts asking questions about different things. And I was like, oh. Like, I guess because Kyle didn't ask any questions, I didn't figure Ryan would either, but it's kind of caught me off guard. I don't have all the answers, kiddo. Ask Santa when you go see him at the mall. So I know this is really out of season because here we are in June, but I'm painting Christmas. So I'm going to ask you, what is your favorite Christmas movie? I don't know if I can pick one, but I have several. But one of my favorites that I watch probably even more than once at Christmas time is The Grinch with Jim Carrey. The one-liners in that just get me, and he's so funny in that movie. So that would be one, and then Christmas Vacation. Those two are like, no matter what, I'm watching those. It's a Wonderful Life. Oh, there's so many. I can't even think. Right? My parents, I think, were happy once I found out because, so I have an older brother. He's only 2 years older. And we would go to Missouri for Christmas every year. And because my dad, that's where he was born and raised. All right, I got to turn off my phone notifications. Hold on one second. Oh, it's right here. There we go. Sorry for all the jiggling. And so once that magical part of Christmas was over, my parents were happy because then we could go to Missouri earlier and actually be there for Christmas morning, be there for Christmas Day. Oh, the other one is Christmas with the Cranks. We pretty much watch that every year too. That one's funny. I just love Tim Allen. He's a character, all right. It's so quiet today. The printer's not going. I love it when it's the temperature where the furnace isn't running and the air conditioner isn't running, so it's nice and quiet in the studio. We have the slider door open so you can hear the birds singing. It should come back in. Okay, sorry about that. I got a phone call, and when that happens, it blanks out my recording. Hopefully everybody didn't leave. Can you hear the bullfrog, guys? Oh my gosh, he's so loud. You thought your battery died. That's funny. um oh gal. Oh, I forget what I was gonna say. Oh really, boo boo? Oh, she probably saw a squirrel. Hey, I'm doing a live video, knock it off. Tina Wu, come here. Mixing up green. I want my fabric lines to be, my colors, the more muted earth tones. Oh, I almost started painting him green, which I am going to paint some of the Santas with the green coat because that was like super popular last year for cross stitch, and now my Kringle Christmas line of fabric is out right now, and that green coat Santa is very popular. So, boo boo, stop. But this one, just to me, with him going down the chimney, warrants a red coat. Oh, I wonder if yeah, I think I think we're getting a delivery of cross stitch books. I'm expecting so many things right now. It really could be anything. I'm expecting the needle minders for the Primitive Gatherings retreat. I'm expecting the needle minders. I had the Heart and Hand needle minder that I did for the Farm Girl retreat. I did that. I had that one remade, I guess I should say. So look for that in my Etsy shop if you're interested. And I know it's shipped. So that is supposed to get here today or tomorrow. And God, there's, I don't know, a bunch of stuff. I ordered this thing. You know, I don't like ordering from companies I'm not familiar with. And those stupid Instagram ads get me such a sucker. I swear they see me coming. But it was for, actually, I think this one was on YouTube, but it was for this new technology for killing mosquitoes, like in the area. And it's something, it's small, it's portable. You can put it, like, clip it on your backpack or whatever. So it's nice because you can take it with you. Like if you're going to a friend's house for a campfire or bonfire or whatever, you know, you can just clip it onto your purse or your belt buckle or whatever. I ordered that like over 2 weeks ago. So if I don't have it by the end of this week, I'm going to get a hold of them because I'm really hoping this thing works. They weren't cheap. And I got the pack of 3 to save money, which is so stupid because I should have just got one. And then if it worked, I'd get an order more and get the pack of 3. But I'm so trusting for whatever reason of these advertisements. It sounds so legit, you know. But anyway, we shall see if that works. We haven't had a terrible time with mosquitoes. We did early in the spring because we had so much rain. It was so wet. But then it dried out and we were kind of in a drought there until 2 days ago. And the thing about a drought, you know, bad for the grass, bad for the plants and flowers and stuff, but good for us humans that, you know, don't want mosquitoes in the yard. But now that it rained, they're probably going to be back. My green is soaking up into that, his fur right there because it was still wet. So if you're painting and the watercolor is still wet, if you put a color next to it and they touch, the color you lay down is going to bleed into the color that was already there. Just a little tip in case you're curious. Hello, Carol. You need layaway. Okay, Tammy, I will. That will actually be something I talked about something in my Patreon last night. I'm going to be doing like these extra. This is like just an add-on thing that I'm doing for Patreon. It's not going to cost anyone any extra money. It's for tier 2, 3, and 4. And I'm going to do, hopefully once a month, I'm going to do some sort of video. And the video Oh, okay. I'm going to go. Okay. Okay. Guys, I'm sorry about that. I might try to text her. I can text from my computer. So I'm going to text her real quick. It's my cousin. I called her yesterday. She left me a voicemail. Okay. Well, if she left me a voicemail, more than likely she's not calling back. Okay, I'll just let it go and see what happens. Oh my gosh. So, what was I even talking about? Oh, yeah. So I'm going to do these extra little add-on videos for Patreon, and you know, like I'm offering painting lessons. Oops. DIY crafts like paper crafts, junk journaling. What else did I say? Well, one of the things was going to be like product review in case I find a super cool product that has helped me out in some way. I want to do a video and share it with you guys in Patreon. So if that thing works, that mosquito thing, well, number one, if I get it, if it comes in the mail, and then if it works, I'll definitely share that. I mean, I'll share it here too with you all. But anyway. Oh, he's looking so cute. I make it look easy. Thank you. Well, I have been painting for many, many years. Gosh, I've been in business almost, well, next year it'll be 30 years in 2024. Yep, June 2024 was my first. Well, I mean, I was in business before that, but it was more like I was doing craft shows and stuff. It wasn't like big time business, you know, where I was like earning a living. It was, the craft shows were not earning me a living. But the craft shows are what got me to, you know, selling my stuff wholesale. Uh, yeah, so June, a year from now. So I've been in business. I've been painting for 29 years, but actually prior to that, I was painting watercolor, just not like this folk art look. I was painting, gosh. Ooh, I would, if I knew right where this book was, I'd go get it and show it to you. I have a photo album that has some of my early paintings, my early watercolor paintings in it. And that would be fun to share with you guys. I had Christmas. So when we had Primitive Folk, I had Christmas cards. And then when I was doing art licensing, Legacy Publishing, the one that does my teddy bear calendar now, they did some Christmas cards with my artwork. Doggone it. That is still wet, Teresa. Okay, I got to go dry this. Hey, while that's sitting, let me just, I have a spot where I'm going to look real quick for that photo album. If it's not there, I'm not going to spend a bunch of time looking for it, but see, I just can't touch that part yet. Give me 1 sec to go look for that while this dries a little bit. Don't go away, I'll be right back. I saw it recently, that's why I'm saying I'm going to see if this is where I thought it was. Of course, it wasn't where I thought it was going to be. Because, you know, I saw it not that long ago. So I was thinking, oh, what a bummer. Oh, well, if I run across it, I will show you guys. Like when I find it that next Switch Paint Wednesday, I'll show it to you. But yeah, it's not. It is not here, Teeny Woo. What'd you do with it, Teeny? I know you did something with it. Just kidding. Oh, bummer. But then anyways, I did watercolor paintings. I used to get these. Let me back up. Where the inspiration came from. I had this catalog. They were little girls, like super cute, dressy dresses, and you know, just really cute clothing for little girls. And I didn't have a little girl. Not so sure why I was getting this catalog, but and I mean, I didn't like try to. I didn't like subscribe to it. You know what I mean? Anyway, they just started sending them to me, but they had the cutest little girls with the cutest clothes, and the photography was fantastic. They were photographed, the kids were photographed outside, just beautiful, like in flower gardens and stuff like that. So I just found so much inspiration in those catalogs. And so I would watercolor paint the little girls. And I did some art fairs. I did that, I don't know, a couple summers. And then I got into doing like this kind of more folk art country look. And did craft shows. Doing art fairs, I don't know. There's some artists that make a living doing that, but oh, I mean, you'd have to like to travel. You would have to have thick skin because the public, they're not the nice. Sorry, she called again, so I just texted her. I should have texted her before. That was my bad. And I would like to I could turn off my, like, do not disturb, but I'd have to take my phone off the thing. And anyways, sorry, we've gotten interrupted 3 times. And God bless her. I haven't talked to my cousin in so long, and we're trying to work out a date, or I'm trying to work out a date when we can go down to Missouri and visit. So I called her yesterday and I left a message. So now she's trying to get back a hold of me. God bless her. She's probably like, what is the deal with this cousin of mine? Let me see if she answered to my. Oh, geez. Now the battery on my laptop is low. Can anything else go wrong? Yeah. A lot of things could go wrong. Are you still with me, guys? I'm so sorry. Oh, yes. Back on the Christmas cards. I would love to print our own Christmas cards and stuff. Like, I have the most fantastic publisher that does my books for my cross stitch oopsie. And, they can do cards and stuff. And it's just, the hard part is having, if you have tons and tons of inventory of things, like we just don't have room for a lot of inventory. You know what I mean? And I keep adding cross stitch patterns and books and things. And, you know, every time I have a new release, that's more patterns for us to store. You know what I mean? And I just don't have room. That's the problem. But I mean, I guess I could just come out with oh, that would be kind of fun actually. I say I could just come out with a Christmas card set once a year and just print a certain amount, and then when they're gone, they're gone. And make the amount so that I'm pretty sure I would sell them all. Now that doesn't sound bad, but then not inventory them and keep printing the same ones. Like then the next year, well, I mean, the next year maybe I would print them again or have all new. I'd like to have all new just because that way, if people want to do that every year, they wouldn't want the same ones all the time. So now that is a possibility. That is a definite maybe. Don't you love when people answer that way? I mean, I have enough Christmas art. I wouldn't have to paint any Christmas art for the next, let's say I did 4 Christmas designs per card pack. I could probably go more than 10 years and never have to paint more Christmas because I have that much Christmas art. But I would, just because I'm going to paint Christmas every year no matter what. One of my favorite subjects to paint. I'm going to have to get the plug for my laptop, guys. Oh, TV. What you seeing out there, girl? Flippity flop, flippity flop. Hi, Kathy. Missouri is great. You live near Branson. My family lives in southeast Missouri, Bernie, Missouri, by like Sykeston's about 30 minutes away. I think there about 3 hours from Branson, I want to say. And I've never been to Branson, which is insane because they're only 3 hours from there. But when we go there, we're there to visit. We're not there to, run around and do stuff. Trip to Walmart is like the highlight of the day. That's like super exciting because we're just chill. We chill. We stay in our pajamas and have coffee out on and if it's too hot, we don't, but just sit around and chat and catch up and visit and all that until a ridiculous hour. And then, then we get ready for the day, and like, it's just super chill and I love it. It's very, very relaxing. Well, my cousin might call back because she never did respond to my text. Now I'm getting worried thinking, what if it's an emergency? I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm pretty sure she's just responding or replying to my voicemail from yesterday. My bangs. My bangs are driving me crazy. Yes, so the Christmas card idea, that's a good one. I mean, I have to run it past my husband. I normally don't run things past my husband, but when it comes to inventory and that kind of thing, I kind of feel like I need to. Plus, I'll have to see if it's cost effective. I haven't priced it out with my publisher, but they seem to be very reasonable on their products. So we shall see. right, I'm gonna let that dry and move along to something else because that is really, really wet. Now I'm going to paint these bricks, but you know how snow sticks to bricks? So I'll probably at the end use some acrylic paint and put some snow back on those bricks. I like mixed media because it just makes it easier. All right, let's get like a brick red color. Let's see. Burnt sienna. Van Dyke brown. I need some water. Well, I should do a light color first for them. Is it the mortar? Is that what it's called? Like a grayish color. Let's do a grayish color. And then when that dries, I can put the bricks in. See, now that's all wet, and I can't get that gray too close to it or it'll bleed, so I shouldn't have even done that. What's she thinking, Boo Boo? Oh, she's... Are you scared of the wind now? Last night, or yesterday, she was scared of the rain all day. Well, not the rain, but the thunder. And now it's breezy. It's definitely not windy, but man, she's something else. She's fierce when it comes to protecting us or something like that. But man, when it comes to wind, any loud noises like thunder or she just turns into a big pile of goo. It's like she's scared of everything. Oh, it was really windy in Ohio yesterday. I do not like the wind. Was it stormy too or just windy? We got some much needed rain yesterday. It was really good. I mean, I captured the hailstorm on my phone. Oh, that's good. Were you guys kind of in a drought too in Ohio? Because I know a lot of times. Well, you're really southern Ohio, though, aren't you? Yeah, you probably get a whole different weather pattern than we do, but we get a lot of the same weather, like Chicago, um, Wisconsin, central to upper, northern Ohio, Indiana. Yeah, we get the same kind of weather. And then after it passes through here, a lot of times you'll hear, like the next day, you'll hear New York, Pennsylvania over in the east. They'll have the same weather we just had. It's interesting. I mean, it only makes sense, but. Yes, so dry here too. Down through the chimney with good Saint Nick. Ho, ho, ho. So last night, when I was doing the live video, remember I was showing you I was showing some Biscore new patterns that I'm designing for the land that I love. And so my friend Donna, that I call the Biscore New Queen because she is so good at making them, and she's made, I don't know, I'm curious if she had a number on how many she's made. But anyway, you know, I had been sharing those with her all along. And then I had a fall one that I needed to get designed because I'm releasing fall. You know, September, I'm having my big release, like the biggest one next to Nashville. And I wanted to take this one pattern and make a Biscore new and a needle roll by pulling elements from the big pattern and making smaller ones. I'm trying to do that now so that, because I hear more and more people say, I don't want to do, you know, big patterns. So they might love the big pattern, but they're not going to stitch it. And, you know, some people aren't comfortable with pulling things out of a sampler and stitching it and making it to pillows, stuff like that. So now when I'm coming out with a big sampler or something, I'm going to try to have at least 2, maybe 3 smalls that coordinate with it. Okay. So having said that, because the Biscore news for the land that I love, that's going to be in March release for market. So I asked Donna this morning. I sent her pictures of the fall one I did. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so stinking cute. Squirrels, fall leaves. Oh, it's just cute. Sunflowers, you name it. Just, and, you know, all the beautiful fall things. Acorns. And so I designed both of them last night before I went to bed. I was going to go to bed earlier than I normally do. Like, I've been going to bed at 11. That's too late. So I was going to go to bed at 10. But I got into designing these Biscore news, and I'm telling you, once I start designing them, I'm all in. It's so fun. I'm having a blast. I think I could sit down and take every one of my samplers now and design 2 or 3 Biscore news out of the sampler because it's just fun to design. Anyways, I texted my friend this morning and said, I know you're excited about getting started on the land that I love Biscore news, but I need this fall one done first. You know, do you want to do it? And I sent her pictures of it. And she goes, oh my gosh, I had dreams. She's so funny. She's like, oh my gosh, I had dreams of Biscore news last night. And I was just telling my husband about it. And then I picked up my phone and read your text, and you're showing me more Biscore news. And I'm like, yeah, you created a monster, girlfriend. She certainly created a monster because I love them. I love them. They're very cool and super fun to design. And now that I've watched her finish them, I'm going to make one myself. Because the land that I love, there's like 8 different patterns. Yeah. Matter of fact, after the live video on Patreon, I also designed the 8th one for the land that I love. So there's going to be 4 different tops and bottoms. I'm sorry, 8 different tops and bottoms in the book that you can mix and match and make several different Americana Biscore news. I think it's going to be fabulous. So I'm going to stitch at least one of them and fully finish it myself because I need to know how to make these doggone things. I mean, I know how to make them. I just haven't actually sat down and done it. All right, everything seems to be still wet. Maybe this isn't. I think I can work on that. Sunflowers are your jam. They are gorgeous. So I took the gray and mixed it with the burnt sienna. So it's like a brownish, grayish look. Because I think if I went all burnt sienna, it's too rusty. That's too much of a rust color. Oopsie. Thank you. Well, the one I designed last night, it could possibly be my favorite out of all the ones I designed. The one I designed after the live video. Yeah, so I designed in the past 36 hours. I've designed 10 biscornus. Not 10 biscornus, but 10 biscornu squares, and it takes 2 of them to make a biscornu. So I guess 5. Especially when you already have, like, that's the reason those went so fast, is because I was pulling it from existing patterns. Although I could not find my original file for Land That I Love, so I was looking at the Land That I Love book and just, charting it over again. So it took a little bit longer to do those, but the one, like in 2 hours last night, I had that fall one done, and it's, oh my gosh, it's so cute, because I opened up the file from the artwork I was going to pull from, and I could, take elements right out of that file and put it into the biscornu and move things around, and it just, I picked the wrong color. I'm looking at that going, that's kind of pinkish gray. Oh well, bricks are kind of like that. They're not all the same. Oh, guys, I'm going to ask you something, because maybe you know someone that knows, maybe you have a friend or husband or relative or somebody that works in this kind of technology, but I've been reading a lot about EMFs, okay, from our phones, from our Wi-Fi, it's everywhere, okay? And we are exposed, God, I just read it today, like, I forget how many times more exposed than our grandparents were, and the number was astonishing. So there's all these devices that you can buy that supposedly they don't omit the EMFs, but they make the EMF signal compatible with our frequencies, because we are electric. We are, we have a frequency ourselves. And so it makes it so that we are more, it's not as toxic to us that way. Anyway, I don't know if you guys know anything about that, because I'm just learning about it and trying to read about it and find out if these EMF devices that they're trying to sell, do they work? Are they worthy? You know what I mean? Do they really work? Because there's a lot of companies out there selling them, and I just, it came out of nowhere. I mean, maybe they've been making them forever, and now they're just really starting to push them. I don't know. But like, I'm always telling the kids, use speakerphone. Don't hold the phone to your ear. It's quit carrying it in your pocket, for Pete's sake, your front pocket. I keep telling them. Women are lucky, because with a purse you can do it that way, but guys usually put them in their front or back pocket. My son Kyle, oh my gosh, he's always got it in his front pocket, and I just keep getting on to him about it. Anyway, anybody know anything about it? You love that flowing flag in Land That I Love? That's what I hear. I just heard that when I was at Craft Gallery, somebody was, they stitched that part with that basket with the flowers, the flag, and the bird on it, and they made a small pillow out of it for the Smalls Exchange. It was really, really cute. And, that was one thing that a lot of people were telling me, "Oh my gosh, that flag, it looks like it's waving, it's like 3D." I know, I love that flag. And, I don't always do my flags that way. The reason is because on a smaller design, you just can't get that detail, and I think that's why I love to design big, is because I can get a lot more detail, and it's the artist in me that likes to do that, you know? Anyway, they have the EMF, they have these little things that you can attach to your phone. They have, all these different devices. So like I said, I was just looking into them, and there's a couple companies I'm looking into, you know, and then they say, because you're not canceling the EMF, electromagnetic field, because you're not actually canceling it, you can't like get an EMF reader and say, "Oh, yeah, I don't have any EMFs now because I have this device. It's getting rid of them," because it doesn't get rid of them. And I'm like, "Well, how do we know if it's working then? How do we know if it's a scam or not? Are you just selling me this thing and I look like an idiot?" You know? I mean, supposedly you feel different, you sleep better, you don't have brain fog as quite as much. There's things that they say it'll help with. So maybe there would be a physical sign that you would notice. One of the reasons I'm really checking into it is because I've been having terrible headaches lately, and I don't get headaches. That's not me. I even through like when I was younger and that time of the month, I never got headaches. If I get a headache, it's because I drank too much the night before. And I've not been having any beer or anything just because I'm like, it doesn't even sound good right now. I just, this headache. And I've been good today, except right now, it's coming on. I can feel it in my neck and it's coming up my head, back of my neck to my head. Um, so it makes me wonder, is that, I don't know. I don't know who to believe because I feel that there probably are legit companies out there that sell legit products that help with that. My problem is I just don't know which one to choose because I'd like to make sure I get one that actually is selling what they're saying they're selling. These bricks are turning out cool because they're all kind of different colors, different shades, and I like it. Oh, I like those colors. You haven't heard anything about it? Hi, Dee. Arizona Stitcher. Thank you. Oh, she was at your table. She was also there with her daughter. That's awesome. Mother daughter. going to retreats, doing floss tubes together, stitching together. I just love all that. I love all that. Tell Anita I said hi, Tammy. Probably should put like a, let's see, let's put a little shadow. I make up shadows. Like, I look at how the sun or the moon might be shining, and then I make up how the shadows might look. Because I don't know. But let's say the moon's over here. And it's on snow, so we're going to go. It's going to be bumpy. Those are still wet, kind of. Let's see. Dad had cataract surgery today, so she's dealing with that, LOL. Ooh. I don't know anything about cataract surgery, but it just freaks me out, any kind of surgery with the eye. Is there a long recovery for that? I want to say there's not. Like, I've known of people that have gotten cataract surgery, but God, that's still really wet right there. I wonder if I can paint right there. Where the heck did Kyle go? He was at work when I got down here, and I don't know. I haven't heard anything from him, so. He might have went to the house to grab a bite to eat. Shoot, I wasn't going to do that, you guys, because it's wet right there. Whatever, I'm going to let it bleed. Oh, wow, that's watercolor. I can always fix it in Photoshop. Yes, I will paint his mittens. Yes. No, oh, just eye drops afterwards. Wow. I know. Shadowing makes such a huge difference in a painting. Sure does. It's so funny when you think about, I never thought about this until I started painting, but everything is just different colors in different shades of those colors, different tones and shades of color. Like sometimes, you know, someone when they first start painting, they quit way too soon, and that's why their painting doesn't look done. One of the biggest, I think, mistakes an artist can do is not putting shadowing in, because that's what gives things dimension. You know, a lot of, I mean, this is folk art, so I'm not going for realistic shadowing, but you got to do some, or it just is flat. Yeah, I was waiting. See, I have to do it because I just painted those. I was waiting to do the gloves. I'll probably do them black because it's folk art. And now that's wet, so I gotta wait still. So let's do, there'd be a shadow here where his belly comes over. He's such a cute Santa. And then this whole side would be darker, so I'm going to grab that gray, wait, what was it? Gray and brown. Now I'm getting red in there. And we'll just do this whole side. I'll probably go over the bricks on this side too, again, just to darken them up a little bit. Let's see. This Santa is what I look like after I ate a big dinner and then I try to put on my skinny jeans. Not that I have skinny jeans, but to me they're skinny because they are so tight. It's funny. I wear a lot of like yoga pants, and if I'm not going anywhere, I want to be comfortable. But the problem with that is then you don't realize when you're putting on a few pounds and then you go put your jeans on and it's like, oh God, these are not comfortable anymore. But I always tell Kevin, I'm not moving up a size. Because if I move up a size now, and then I move up a size again, and then, you know what I mean? What I do is I get to where my pants are uncomfortable and I force myself to wear them and be uncomfortable until I lose a few pounds. And then they're comfortable again. I hate dieting. I just despise it. I think we should be able to eat what we want. And I'm not saying like eat a ton of food. I don't eat that much food, but I eat enough that I have to every so often get on a diet. It's just, I know a lot of it's hormones for me too. You know, as women age, we get rewarded with menopause. Oh, gal. All right. He's looking pretty fine, this Mr. Claus. It looks like it's showing up pretty good on the, I don't know, maybe not. Let me get a little closer. Can you see it better? I need to paint his gloves. And then he's pretty close to being done. I love his little face. Oh, that's starting to bleed in there. Oh well. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. And then black, I always add brown to my black because I like a warm black instead of a cool black. For my folk art, anyway. I know you might think black is black. What does it matter? Well, that is true, but as watercolor dries, it lightens, and so it can take on a bluish tint or a warm tint. And I always like the warm. All right, I'm gonna let his gloves dry and I'll work on these letters. Oh, I gotta do these bricks too. Let me do the bricks real quick. That looks better, doesn't it? Hello, Colleen. Howdy, howdy. How is Wednesday already? Wednesday's amazing. Ah, Tammy, you thought it was Thursday. Oh, it was the best thing ever. Wow. That's what I've heard. I remember I woke up in tears because it was the first time in my life I could wake up and see without my glasses. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, I was very much so concentrating on those bricks. I was building a chimney. You guys, I'm going to have to go. That's my cousin again. She's probably thinking I'm ignoring her, which I guess I am in a way, not intentionally. Yeah, I'm so sorry. It was my cousin again. I got to the last third of this, I know, and I ran out of ease leaves. I'm like, really? Really? Oh, I'm so sorry. That is so frustrating because you're so excited to get done. No. Oh, what a bummer. Well, how far are you to the closest LNS? Yeah, I really got to go. I was hoping to get the lettering done before I quit doing Witch Paint Wednesday, but I really got to call my cousin back. But thank you guys for joining me today. I hope you have a great week, and I'll be back. I almost said tomorrow. I will be back in next week, same time, same place, 1 o'clock Wednesday. Hope you can make it. Have a good week. Bye.